ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ನಿಕಟಪೂರ್ವ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾದಂಥ ಪಲ್ಲಂ ರಾಜು ಅವರು ಈ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ದೀಪಕ್ ತಿಮ್ಮಯ್ಯನವರು, KPCC ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಅವರು ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಬಾಲರಾಜ್ ಅವರು KPCC ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಅವರು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ನಂದನ್ ಕಶ್ಯಪ್ರವರು KPCC ವಕ್ತಾರರು, ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣರವರು KPCC ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳು, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ರುಕ್ಸಾನಾ ಉಸ್ತಾದ್ರವರು KPCC ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಹುಚ್ಚಪ್ಪನವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಯರು ಮತ್ತು KPCC ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಮೂರ್ತಿರವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ KPCC ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀರವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂಟೆಕ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಐ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಪಲ್ಲಂ ರಾಜು. He is the ex-parliament member from Andhra Pradesh as well as AICC spokesperson. He is going to address today's press meet and welcome Shri Pallam Raju on behalf of the KPCC. I request Mr. Pallam Raju to address the media.
Thank you, thank you.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಾರಿ, ಐ ಫರ್ಗಟನ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್, he is the central ex-defense minister. So I welcome Mr. Pallam Raju. Thank you.
Thank you. Is everybody's come or is waiting for some more people?
No, you start.
So, head of the Karnataka PCC Media Department, Sri Ramesh Babuji, and all the senior leaders present on the dais, and members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, I will also, despite Ramesh Babuji's introduction, I will also introduce myself again, including my current designation. So, I served as a Minister of State for Defence in the UPA government, and also as the Cabinet Minister for Human Resources Development. And currently I am on a special invitee to the Congress Working Committee. And today's topic is on the recent developments related to the politicization of the Associated Journals Limited and the National Herald issue. You are all aware of what is happening currently, and a note has been circulated to you also. And at the outset, I would like to give a little history about Associated Journals Limited and National Herald. It was started by freedom fighters, including Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, in 1937, primarily to support the cause of the freedom for the country. And it was supposed to be the mouthpiece for the freedom movement. And it was formed between 1937-38, and it became a very, very aggressive media for propagating the cause for what the Indian National Congress stood for. And it became so strong that even in between 1942 and 45, the British government banned the National Herald during the Quit India movement. So that was its impact, and that is its legacy. So it is a part of our historical freedom movement and remains an integral part of it and needs to be protected. See, the Congress Party, Indian National Congress, is committed towards sustaining this newspaper and continuing to serve the cause of the nation. Now, as it stands today, you are all aware of the recent development of what has happened in the past, how Associated Journal Limited has been taken over by a company called Young India, in which the directors, when it was formed then in 2010, the directors then were the Indian National Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi, then the General Secretary Sri Rahul Gandhi, the then Treasurer Sri Motilal Vora, and the then General Secretary Sri Oscar Fernandez. And they have the controlling stake of Young India, which has taken over Associated Journals Limited. Now, over a period of time from 2012 to 2002 to 2010, amount of 90 crores has been given by the Indian National Congress to AJL because the AJL had become defunct. It had become bankrupt. It had lots of loans. It needed to support the staff, maintain the establishment, and also pay the provident fund and gratuities of all the employees. So, through the Congress party, this money of about 90 crores was channeled into AJL towards its sustenance. Because, like I said at the outset, the Congress party is committed towards preserving this part of history, which is part of our heritage, which was part of our freedom movement. And Young India, subsequently this loan, which with this debt of 90 crores, was taken over by Young India by paying an amount of 50 lakhs. Because this was a company in debt, it took it over. Of course, like I said, the intention of the Congress party is to sustain this journal, to make sure it is healthy and continuously serve the cause of the nation. As of today, AJL and the National Herald exist in 3 languages, in English, Hindi and also in Urdu, and they are also available on the social media in a very active way. So now, having given the background and the subsequent transfer, AJL remains as AJL. It has 6 properties. Out of the 6 properties, only 1 is freehold, 5 are leasehold properties. And according to an income tax assessment, it is about 432 crores and not 5,000 crores as it is claimed. And again, I am very clarifying it. Out of the 6 properties, 5 are leasehold, which are given to people who run journals and all, and 1 is a freehold property. Now, both AJL, when it was formed, the National Herald, it was a not-for-profit publication, and Young India, which is the company that has taken over AJL, is also a not-for-profit Section 8 company. So that means very clearly that the directors of that company cannot profit by it, nor can they draw any dividend out of it, nor can they have any control over any of the assets related to the company. Let us be very clear about it. The directors they are in no way will they profit by being a director on that company, because it's a not-for-profit company. Now, what has happened is, you have seen how the BJP government, Mr. Modi's government, with their political vendetta, how they have been using the Enforcement Directorate. Over a period of time, the ED has been used primarily to target political rivals. Out of the ED cases that have been foisted on people, 98% are on political people, political adversaries. And out of the convictions of the ED cases, only 1% has been the conviction. That means these are all which are cases up in the air just to prove a political point. It is the same situation with the National Herald case, where they are trying to say that a fraud has been committed. Again, we want to make it amply clear that there has been no transfer of money, there has been no transfer of asset. So how is the fraud committed? And converting debt into equity is part of the standard procedure today. We are seeing that wherever debt is there, which is to be written off, it can be converted into equity. Banks did that when Kingfisher had to be sold, and whatever debt they gave it. Similarly, it happened with Patanjali, one of the companies that Patanjali had taken over, and with Vodafone recently, where government has taken over a lot of the debt and given it as equity, converted it into equity. That's the standard practice that happens, especially with companies that are under the NCLT, which are going bankrupt. So in a similar manner, what Young India has done is to take over the debt of the AJL and converted it into equity and taken the load on itself. And none of the directors, I repeat, none of the directors have profited by it by one Maya Paisa also. Now, what how they are politicizing the matter is by saying that the value of the property is 5,000 crores. That's the notional value. Out of the 5,000 crores, like I said, only one property is freehold. The 5 are all leasehold. So it doesn't become the property of AJL. And like I said, the income tax department had assessed it at 432 crores, whereas these people are continuously using the figure of 5,000 crores. If you remember, when the UPA government was in power, the notional value of the auction spectrum was supposed to be 1,76,000 crores. This is the kind of publicity that the BJP indulges in creating a false narrative. And the auction of the spectrum hadn't taken place. It was the estimated value that was supposed to be accrued by Government of India if the spectrum would have been auctioned. And this was determined by the then Comptroller and Auditor General, Mr. Vinod Rai, who was again appointed by the UPA government. So we were transparent to that extent. But it made it look like that the UPA government had eaten up 1,76,000 crores. This is the false narrative that is going on. Similarly, today, they have created this narrative that the National Herald has properties worth 5,000 crores. And that's been taken over by Young India, in which Shri Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi are the major stakeholders. This is the narrative that is being built. And what did they do before in 2023? They froze some of these properties. They froze some of these assets, as if to say that a big fraud has been committed. And this was to, again, politically target the Congress party, to weaken the Congress party. We have seen how the Enforcement Directorate is being used. And after freezing the assets, with 1 day left, they filed this case, charge sheet, and we don't know what the contents of the charge sheet are. These are the games that the BJP is playing. These are the games that the Modi government is playing with the political adversaries. So we are, as a Congress party, we want to put everything before the media and before the people through you. And again, the 90 crores that was given by the Congress party to AJL as a loan was done in a transparent manner. It was completely reflected in the books. It was not some underhand dealing. Similarly, the 50 lakhs that Young India paid for taking over AJL was again done in a very transparent manner. And very clearly again, none of the directors are benefited by any of these things. Even when a Section 8 company is eventually liquidated, if it has to be, none of it goes to any of the directors. So we just wanted to put all these facts before you. But again, the Indian National Congress stands committed towards protecting this newspaper which served the national cause during the freedom movement. It was a, very, very effective mouthpiece during the freedom movement, and it constitutes a part of our heritage during the freedom movement. And the Congress party is committed towards protecting this newspaper and going the whole hog towards ensuring that it runs effectively and serves the purpose for which it was created, that is to serve the national interest. Thank you.
Sorry, Young India is a trust, it is right?
It is a Section 8 company. That means it's a not-for-profit company.
But yesterday, here in Vidhan Sabha, Mr. Ashok is alleged that the Gandhi family converted this trustees their family and the misuse of the same 2,500 crores.
See, again, I'm telling you, it was done in a very open manner. They were all office bearers in Young India. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was the Congress president. Mr. Rahul Gandhi was the general secretary. Mr. Motilal Vora, who was the treasurer of the Congress party. Mr. Oscar Fernandez was the general secretary of the Congress party. So there's nothing clandestine. Everything was open. And very openly, the money of the Congress party was sent to protect AJL. And Young India has taken over. The whole idea is to make it a Section 8 company and run it for the purpose it is meant to be.
Any question? Sanna, Anand, Devaraj.
Conviction rate, as you said, just 1%. Why do Congress worry?
No, it is not about the conviction. The point we are trying to make is,
Let the court take its own course of action.
yes, of course.
Why
We
worry about
no, it's not about that. But we are just trying to say, the only point we are trying to say is how the Modi government is using the enforcement directorate to serve its political ends by targeting all the political adversaries. In a similar manner, they have done that with this.
ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು BBMP ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ?
It is limited only to the national issue. That we will address tomorrow because our ex-mayors are there, ex-corporates are here. We will address tomorrow. Only it is limited to national issue. If you want anything, you can put questions direct to him. Palamraju is here to answer. Another issue we will take up tomorrow. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was formed, I think it is section 25 company. Now the law is section 8.
Section 8, okay.
Originally to section 8.
Section 25 is being changed to section 8. Okay. So 2010 it was to be, no?
Concern is, they want section B. Government ED gets it.
Yes, there's something wrong. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
they are not bothered about what happens in the court of
Right.